ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्ता नमस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। Hare Krishna. So last week we did the last section of 8th chapter. Just do a quick revision and then we enter into the 9th chapter today. 823. Ayush Prabhu, you're top of my screen if you wanted to do. Okay, not sure he's there. Salan Prabhu. Okay. If you're not there, maybe not good switching on your camera and going away. Yes, Prabhu, maybe we can take them out and when they are ready, they can join back. Rajesh Prabhu, would you like to do?
Sure, Prabhu. Yes. Yeah. O best of the Bharatas, I shall now explain to you the different times at which, passing away from this world, the yogis does or does not come back. So, yatra yatra kale tva yatra at which kale means the time, tva and anabritam no return. Apritim return.
Prabhu Hare Krishna, sorry. You don't need to read word by word. That's not the purpose here. If you just want to explain, maybe take few words. If you don't know every word, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just explain what does first line mean. If you know the Sanskrit, that's fantastic. But there's no point of reading like one word in this revision section. So yatra kale, what's the context of this? Would you know? Like, what's this last section about?
It's about the it's the introduction for the types of yogis. This verse is telling about the repetition of the.
Okay. Anyway, Anand Krishna Prabhu, would you know the context of this section? Forget this verse, just the context of this section. So this is the MIT guide. You all have it. This is the last section which you're talking here. So there are 6 verses here. Okay, Anand Krishna Prabhu, first you say. If not, I'll.
It says supremacy of pure devotion in attaining Krishna.
Yes. So what does it mean in a simple language?
How Krishna conscious is somebody, and then how they will attain Krishna. after death. So those yogis, and I think the differentiation is between bhakta, yogi, and karmis. For bhaktas, there is no time of death designated, and whereas for yogis, when the sun is in Uttarayan and when it's waxing moon and all that is required for them to attain Krishna. Whereas for karmis, I reckon it depends on, there is no timing as such. It depends on their karma ultimately.
Okay, so basically, if I have to summarize this section, the destination of a yogi, karmi, and bhakta is described in this particular section. What is the destination? Now, for a yogi, the destination is, if he is successful, best case scenario, Brahmajyoti. So, the conditions by which he will attain the success, that is described. For a karmi, the conditions of success, that is described. For a bhakta, what are the conditions? And the conditions are no conditions. First four verses are describing about karmi and jnani. So 23 is an introduction, 24 is about jnani, 25 is about karmi, and 26 is again the conclusion, and 27, 28 is about bhakta. So what we are reading right now on the screen, 823, you can say it's an introduction to this section, which is about Jnani and Karmi. So yatra kale, kale means time, yatra kale, that time I'm going to tell you anavritim. So avriti means when we are chanting, what are we doing? Avriti. Avriti means again and again, repeating. Anavriti means not repeating. So there is one kal, if you leave the body in that time, anavritim, you will not come back. There is another kal in which you live avritim. So Krishna is saying, I'm going to explain you about the destination or about the people who will come back and about the others who will not come back. So avritim means they will come back to the earth planet. Anavritim, they will not come back. So I'm going to talk about those yogis. Prayata yanti kalam, yanti tam kalam, vakshami, but vakshami means I'll tell you about it. So these four verses, 23, 24, 25, and 26, they are talking about these karmis and jnanis. So this is the introductory verse. Now, if you look at the 24, this is purely dedicated to jnani if he is successful. So what are the conditions of him to get the success is described in verse 24. What are the six conditions? Who can say? Not Gir, Sarupri Mata. What are the conditions? Just tell me the conditions, not read the verse or anything. Tell me the conditions.
Condition, it should be daytime.
Agni. First is Agni.
Yeah, Agni, then light, then
Yes.
daytime. That's
Aha means daytime.
daytime.
Shukla means?
Shukla Paksha means when we are going towards Purnima.
Thank you, Mata. And what's the opposite of Shukla, Mata?
Krishna Paksh.
Krishna, when moon is declining. So
Waning,
waxing moon means going towards Purnima, waning means going down. So here it's talking about Shukla Paksha. Okay.
Shukla Paksha.
Next.
Then like talking about 6 months period of time, that is from mid-January to mid-July.
Uttarayan. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So Tatta Prayata, if you leave your body in that time, what will happen?
He will go to the absolute, and absolute
Brahman.
is, they are talking about Brahman, not Vaikuntha or
No.
not
Okay.
Goloka.
Brahmajyoti. Thank you, Mata. Verse 25. Sulekha Mataji, just tell me the conditions, Mata. This verse is about which person?
It's about the karmis.
Thank you, Mataji. And what are the conditions? Just read the Sanskrit words. Dhumo.
Dhumo,
Means?
ratri,
Dhumo means?
dhua, smoke.
Dhua, smoky. Okay. Ratri is night time. Exactly opposite to the 824.
Yeah.
Tatha. Okay, Tatha. Krishna. What does Krishna refer to? Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead?
Referring to the dark moon, like Sukla Paksha and the other one.
Krishna Paksha.
Krishna Paksha, yes.
Thank you, Mataji. Shatmasha
Shatmasa
Dakshinayana. What
Dakshinayana.
does this mean?
When maybe it's about the after mid-July to
Absolutely.
the
Yeah.
30th.
So the 6th month, Dakshinayana, means Surya is towards Dakshin. Dakshin of what? Dakshin of Prithvi. Dakshin of Prithvi. Okay. Tatra Chandramasam. So what is there? So previous one, the destination was Brahman. Now here, what's the destination?
Heavenly planet.
Heavenly planet? I don't know.
It says Chandra. So Chandra is one of the heavenly planets, but specifically it says Chandra. So Chandraloka. So Sargloka, there are many heavenly planets. Sargloka is one, Chandraloka is one. So here, Krishna is talking about Chandramasam. And Prabhupada writes here, moon planet. So Chandrama refers to the moon. So Chandramasam Jyotir Yogi Prape. And if you go in 824, it was Anivartate, will not come back. And here, what the word is used? Nivartate. Who can say Nivartate meaning?
Come back.
Come back. So he will go to the moon or heavenly planets and come back. He will live there for a certain period of time and come back. Prabhupada writes here 10,000 years by demigod calculation. Enjoy life by drinking sobrasa and all that, and eventually return to the earth. This is called Nivartate or Avrattim, whatever you want to call. Okay. 26. Priti Mata. Just tell me the gist of this verse. Yeah, Shukla Krishna Gati Hi Ete.
So
What does
you
this
want me
mean?
to translate
Yes,
that part?
Mata. Yeah, but don't go one by one. You can take help. I'm not stopping you, but just I need the gist, not just read the synonyms on the screen. That's not the point. So Shukla means,
The words Sukla means light.
which is the what do you
Uh,
call in Sanskrit or Hindi? Shukla ji, Mishra ji.
light.
No, Mata.
Shukla
Shukla
Paksha.
Paksha.
Oh, okay.
This is Shukla Paksha referring to. This is coming from 825. Sorry, 824. Shukla is 824 and Krishna Paksha. Krishna here refers to 825. We just discussed. Gati hai. What does gati mean?
Way.
Speed?
Way. Yeah, speed.
No,
Death.
not here. Gati meaning speed is correct, but not here. What does gati mean? Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Eva Kevalam, Kalau, Nastev, 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 Gatir Anyatha. What does gati mean there? Gati is not speed there. Gati means destination.
No way.
Destination. So there are
Destination.
two meanings, speed and destination. So depending on the context, we take it. So here gati refers to what? Speed or destination?
Destination.
Destination. There's no speed
Destination.
there. Huh? So gati is destination. Okay. Jagata Shashwate. What does Shashwate mean? You can take help. That's all right. So general meaning of Shashwat is what?
Is it
Eternal.
Scriptures.
But here Shashwate is meaning, Prabhupada writes here as
Veda?
Vedas. Huh? So Shashwate Mate. Mate means opinion. Your mati, my mati. Huh? So opinion. So Shashwate Mate means Veda's opinion. What does Vedas say about it? If you leave body in Shukla Paksha or Krishna Paksha. Huh? Ekaya yati anavrittim. Yati means?
Yeah, that means goes.
Okay. There's a famous verse with the word yati. Keshav Joshi Prabhu, he knows all the verses.
No
If I say
problem.
the first word, you will know. Hari Gopal Prabhu, help me. Yati. So that these words should stay in our mind. Anyone can have this not.
It starts with Yati or it is using the word Yati?
Yati, the base Yati is used in a plural form. Okay, I would say. This is Yati is singular form, that in that verse, Yati is used in a plural form. Ayush.
त्यजाति अन्ते कलेवरम यम यम
Tajati
वापि
ante
स्मरणं
kalevanoge. Yanti
त्यजाति
devrata devan. Yanti. Yanti is the plural. Yanti devrata devan. 925. Huh? So yati means पहुंचता है, प्राप्त करता है. Huh? He arrives there. Okay. Priti Mata coming back. Ekaya. Ekaya means ek. Simple. Ekaya. One. Yati achieves anavrittim. What does anavrittim mean, Priti Mata?
It's not gonna return.
Thank you, Mataji. Huh? So one will not return after attaining the destination. Anya, Anya means the other one. Avartate. What does avartate mean?
It's gonna come back.
Thank you, Mataji. Punaha means?
Again.
Punaha means everyone knows. Huh? Again. Huh? So he will come back again. So what this line is referring to, which verse? Anya avartate punah. Which verse we are referring to? We just read it. Sulekha Mataji did that verse. I'm giving you a hint.
It's 825.
Thank you, Mata. And where does he go and return back? Chandraloka. He goes to Chandraloka, live there for 10,000 years and comes back. Third line refers to which verse? Krishna Vallabha Mata, if you can. third line refers to which verse? We just read it.
25.
Ekaya yati anavrattim. You can have a look at your books. That's okay.
Refers to which verse, Prabhu?
Which verse?
Prabhu, it's the verse where it said
8:24.
that the one
25.
before the previous one, where it talks about
24.
somebody who never returns.
Thank you. Which is
824.
824, which is talking about Jnana Yogi. Huh? So line 3 again is repeating what is discussed in 824. It's about Jnana Yogi. They receive Brahman, they don't come back. And line number 4 here in 826 is referring to 825. Go to Chandraloka, heavenly planets, and come back. So this is again a conclusion of what Krishna is. 823 is the introduction, 24 about Jnana Yogi, 25 about Karma Yogi, 826 is the conclusion. 27, 28 talks about Garima Mata. Karma Yogi, Jnana Yogi, Dhyana Yogi, Ashtanga Yogi.
Bhakti Yogi.
Bhakti Yogi, thank you. 27, 28 talks about Bhakti Yogi. Let's quickly read that. So, Natyasti Prathi Yogi Mayate Kachan Tasma Sarveshu Kaleshu. Okay, these two lines. Garima Mata, can you do these two lines? That's it. So, Tasmat Sarveshu Kaleshu, what does this mean? How does it relate to previous verse, 826? You're on mute, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, sorry.
No, sir.
Tasmat, Prabhuji, Tasmat, therefore. So Krishna concluded this discussion to Arjuna that those whose mind is fixed will never deviate from any path. I think so.
Okay. What's the relationship, Lakshmi Mata, between previous verse and this verse? We're just trying to link every verse together. So 826, 827. One linking point we discussed last week. Lakshmi Mata, what you said is correct. I just want to link it. Okay, Kesha Prabhu.
I think Krishna was telling in the, to Arjuna in this particular contest that, you don't worry about in which condition you leave your body. If you just smart Sabeshu Kali, so if you remember me at all the given point of time, you will definitely come back to me.
Yeah, so it's a question by our commentator. It's a question from Arjuna to Krishna. How would I control my leaving time? So Krishna is assuring Arjuna, don't worry about it. What you should do, what you should worry about. See, our leaving time is not in our control. But what is in our control? What are you doing right now? Isn't it? Right now, what we are doing, up to an extent, actually, we have control over. But when we leave our body, that we have no control over. We gave few examples last week as well. So it's saying Sarveshu Kaleshu. Tasmat refers to therefore, Sarveshu Kaleshu, in all the Kal, what you should be, Arjun? Yoga Yukto Bhava. Bhava means be. Become a yogi. And what sort of yogi? What's the reference of that? Priyam Bhakti Mataji, you remember? What sort of yogi Krishna is recommending Arjun to be? Bhava. Bhava means be.
Bhakti Yogi. Bhakti.
Thank you. Example, number? Anyone can give, that's okay.
6.47.
6.47. Verse,
6.47.
Lakshmi Mata. Thank you, you're there. So what sort of yogi Krishna is saying? 647 is correct answer. Who can say?
I think who is established in the
Yogi nam api sarvesham mad gate antaratmana. So I recommend, Krishna is saying that I recommend the topmost yogi is one who remembers me all the time, which is Bhakti Yogi. So in this verse 827, Krishna is recommending Arjun to become Bhakti Yogi all the time and not worry about all those things. Is the Chadayan, Uttarayan, whether it's the Dhuma, whether it's the Ratri or Din. He's saying, don't worry about all that. You just become a yogi all the time. And then Arjuna is saying, what I'm going to achieve by that? Am I going to miss out the results which others are going to get? So this is the last verse, which is very, very beautiful verse. Vedesh yagyeshu tapasu chaiva danesh yat punya phalam pratishtam atyetita sarvam vidam viditva yogi param sthanam upayati cha adyam. So we have Acharya Nistha Prabhuji. Can you tell me the gist of this verse? Don't worry about word by word. You can take few words.
So in the context of the previous verse that Krishna has confirmed that we should be Bhakti Yogi,
Yeah.
And now in this one is saying, is assuring that those who accept this path, तो इसमें होगा कि जितने भी हम यज्ञ वगैरह करते हैं, जैसे स्टडी वगैरह करना है,
So what are the different things given in this verse, Prabhuji? Just name is Vedeshu means
studying of the Veda.
Reading the
the
Veda.
studying of Veda, not studying of newspaper in mundane literature. Vedeshu, huh? Vedeshu
Vedeshu.
refers to reading Vedas, which includes Bhagavad Gita and all that thing, right?
Yeah.
Yageshu,
Performance of the yajna.
performing sacrifices. People perform sacrifices and they do get some punya. We are not doubting on that. Tapaha, whatever austerities they do.
Yeah.
Now, if it is not directed for Krishna, I'm just saying, so you do get material piety. If it is for Krishna, it's bhakti. But if you do these things for a mundane reason, you know, some Babaji will say, oh, Durga स्तोत्र पाठ कर लेंगे तो आपकी परेशानी चली जाएगी, or something like that. I'm not, Durga ji is a Vaishnavi, but you know, they recommend those sort of things. Do this yagya, that yagya, this anguti, that anguti, or char somvar, ye wo. You do all that and you do get a result. We are not denying that. But they have an ending point. And the fourth one in verse mentioned in this verse is
The charities.
charity. So if you do all these things in a mundane way, you do get some punya. But what punya? We are talking about the ultimate punya. Ultimate punya is the things which take us towards Krishna. There can be a material piety, there can be spiritual piety. In mundane sense, punya refers to which piety? In a normal sense. Punya refers to which piety? Material or spiritual?
Material.
Depends
Material.
on.
That's a normal connotation of this word, punya. And then otherwise we use the word bhakti. But real punya is bhakti actually, real punya. Because other punya will finish. You do some good activity, you get some result, and then it's finished. Like you get $100 from your employer, you spend it and it's finished. You go to Chandraloka, spend all your punya, and then chene punya mrityu lokam vichanti. So you do get punya, punya phalam pratistam. You do achieve something, you accumulate something. But Krishna is saying the third line, very important word, third line. What is that, Acharya Prabhu? The most important word in the third line. Atyeti.
Surpasses, it goes higher, like
It goes higher. So suppose you're going to get say $1,000 by all these activities. I'm referring to mundane activities. If you do Krishna Bhakti, what happens? Atyeti. You get like $1 trillion. As Prabhupada gave this example, if someone has 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 50 rupees, another one person has 2,000 rupees. So he will say, can he say this person who has chiller? I have 10 different notes. You only have one note, Ayush Prabhu. What Ayush Prabhu? 2,000 rupees. You only have 120 rupees. So all the chiller is already included. This is called atyeti. Atyeti. Bhakti surpasses everything. Bhakti surpasses everything. So the word atyeti is very, very important. So you're not going to lose any punya phala. Hey Arjun, you're not going to lose anything. If you are not doing all these things independently. Now bhakti also we do all these things. We are doing Vedeshu, we are doing Yagyeshu, we are doing Tapa, we are doing Dana. But this is under bhakti. But if you do these things independently, the punya phala which you achieve, bhakti will surpass all that. Sarvam idam viditva. Hey Arjun, please know this, that you will surpass everything. Plus, what will happen? What's the extra benefit of performing bhakti? Srinivas Prabhu, in the last line, what's the extra benefit? So you surpass all those results. Fine, that's one benefit. Plus, what's the other benefit of performing bhakti?
Reaches the eternal above.
Reaches the eternal. What's the Sanskrit word, Prabhu? Paramisthanam. Not just a sthanam, param, ultimate sthan. So not only you will surpass all the results which you will achieve by all these 4 activities, plus you will reach to a destination, tad gatva na nivartante, tad dham param sthan, ultimate abode. So doing bhakti is beneficial or it's compromise. Hari Gopal Prabhu. You are on mute, although I can see your lips.
Sorry, Prabhu. It's beneficial. Doing bhakti is definitely beneficial.
Yeah, that sounds better. Otherwise, like, chalega. It's much, much higher. It's all inclusive. That's why this verse, 828, if I have to ask you what Prabhupada said about this verse, it's in the purport. It is the summary of chapter 7 and chapter 8. This verse is so important because this encompasses everything. With one verse, if you meet a mundane person, you can explain actually everything. Whatever you're doing independently, we respect it. You get punya, you're doing nice activity, pious activity, we respect it. But doing bhakti is the topmost, it's all inclusive, and not only all inclusive, it gives you the highest benefit. This is the beauty of this verse. Okay, let's enter into chapter 9 now. I'll just quickly put something on the screen, so I'll just try to share.
CLG is repeated in 9.27.
Can you see the PPT? Yes? Okay, yeah, perfect. Thank you. So now we're entering into chapter 9. Now, chapter 9, it says, is the heart of Bhagavad Gita. It says, Bhagavad Gita is the essence of all the Vedic literature. And within Bhagavad Gita, the essence is, anyone knows the essence of Bhagavad Gita? Bhakti section is the essence, which means chapter 7 to 12. So all three portions are important, but the essence of Bhagavad Gita is Bhakti section. And in the essence of Bhakti section, what is the essence? It's chapter 9. So chapter 9 is the essence of the essence of the essence. And what is the essence of chapter 9? It says, I'll talk about it later, 934. So 934 is the essence of the essence of the essence of the essence. 4 essence. Ayush Prabhu, okay? Essence to the power 4. So this is, Ayush Prabhu, can you explain what is this chapter 9? If you have to ask in the essence context.
It talks about the most important part of the entire Bhagavad Gita, which is Bhakti Yoga.
And that is?
The essence
of
the essence of the essence.
So what is the first essence? Bhagavad Gita is the essence of all Vedic literatures. That we read those verses on Bhagavad Gita Mahatmya. And what is the essence of Bhagavad Gita? Bhakti Yoga section. What is the essence of Bhakti Yoga? Chapter 9. And what's the essence of chapter 9? Is 934. We can say essence of the essence of the essence of the essence. And we can prove it. So this chapter is very, very important. It is the heart of Bhagavad Gita. This chapter, you can say from many perspectives can be taken. One perspective is Krishna and Arjuna are talking with each other, and mostly you will see in different chapters. Like chapter 3, you will see chapter 4, you will see chapter 5, you will see they're not chapter 4, sorry, chapter 3 and 5 and 6, you will see many times Arjuna is asking question to Krishna and Krishna is responding. But by the time Krishna has finished chapter 8 and entering into chapter 9, Krishna's heart is overwhelmed with bhakti and emotions, and he's just outpouring his heart to Arjuna without any provocation or any questions asked by Arjuna. So it's not a response to a question by Arjuna. It's just his heart is overflowing with bhakti. So he's just explained 828, which is the summation of chapter 7 and chapter 8. And then when he comes to this one, chapter 9, he just starts expanding. Now, if you do a parallel between chapter 7 and chapter 9, there are quite a few themes which are common in chapter 7 and in chapter 9. Which are the two other chapters which share common themes before this combination 7 and 9? Sanjay Vyas Prabhu.
Oh, Prabhu, I could be wrong. I was going to say 2 and 18, but I thought you said before.
No, before this. We have read it.
3 and 5?
3 and 5. Thank you. Can you say something about it?
Karma Yoga.
Yep. So 3 is Karma Yoga and 5 is? What's the name of chapter 5? Acharya Nistha Prabhu. Iramata. Sanskrit name.
Sannyasa Yoga.
Huh? Karma Sannyasa Yoga. What's the English translation Prabhupada did of chapter 5? Actions in Krishna consciousness. So chapter 5 and chapter 3, they're both common. What is difference? What is extra in chapter 5 which is not in chapter 3? Sarupni Kalini Mataji.
Sannyas part?
Okay, the title. You are
I just remember
smart.
this. You told like
Okay.
the connection between. I forgot the connection.
Okay, you forgot the connection. Who can tell me? There's one. I'm just going very high. I'm not going deep here. Very, very high.
Karma may sannyas or karma say sannyas is
Very good. Thank you,
clearly
Hari
defined.
Gopal Prabhuji. So Mataji said sannyas and you sort of defined it. So one is karma se sannyas. Karma se sannyas means karma chhod dena. Give up the activity. But Krishna is not recommending giving up the activity. He is teaching Bhagavad Gita the art of living in the world. while not getting attached to the world. So it's कर्म से संन्यास नहीं है, as Hari Gopal Prabhuji said, कर्म में संन्यास. You have to perform your prescribed duty, but in such a way that you are detached from it. You're not attached from it. Okay. Now, similarly, chapter 5 is a deeper version of chapter 3. Chapter 5 has different application aspects. Similarly, chapter 7 and 9, they all, not the whole chapter, but quite a large section of chapter 7 and chapter 9 are sort of an intersection. They're common themes. But you will find more depth here in chapter 9 if compared to chapter 7. What are the common themes? We'll read about it. Let's read the chapter name first. I'll come to the common themes between chapter 7 and chapter 9 in a minute. So what is the name? So it's Sanskrit. The name is Raja Guhya Yoga, and Prabhupada translated it, the most confidential knowledge. Now, different acharyas have given different commentaries. One of the commentaries which says, how does the name come from? So now the name itself, before you get to the meaning of the name, Raj Guhya comes from two verses in Bhagavad Gita, 9.1 and 9.2. If you have to say, take the exact name Raj Guhya, that comes from 9.2. But 9.1 also uses the word Guhya Tamam. Now we have read three things like Priya, Priyatara, Priyatama. Guhya, Guhyatara, Guhyatama. Who can tell me the meaning of that? Premananda Prabhuji, can you tell me the meaning? It's a simple meaning. So Guhya, Guhyatara, Guhyatama.
Oh, no, Prabhu, I don't know.
No problem. Meera Mata, Sanjay Vyasra, I'll come to you. Meera Mataji, do you know the meaning? They are the suffix. They can be put in any word. And I gave two examples. Priya, Priyatara, Priyatama. Guhya, Guhyatara, Guhyatama. No. Okay, we'll come to you. Who knows? Just hang on. Just hang on. Let me go the series. So, Meera Mataji, I take it as no. Shobit Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Do you know the meaning? We should know this. This is repeatedly used in Bhagavad Gita as well as in Bhagavatam. Okay, I take it as no. Shushan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
I think it's going deeper. Priyatara, and Priyatama means going
Thank you.
deeper.
Yes.
So Priya means like low level, medium, and high level.
Thank you. That's absolutely good, better, best. Huh?
Yeah.
So comparative degree and superlative degree. So when we say Guhya, what does Guhya mean, Shashank Prabhu?
Deeper, deepest.
Yeah.
Confidential.
Secret. Can we say secret? Guhya means secret. Huh? And Guhya Tara means?
Top secret.
Okay, more secret than the secret.
More.
And Guhya Tama means top secret. Huh? So when we talk about Raj Guhya Yoga, what does it mean? Confidential knowledge. That's the most confidential. So the translation of Prabhupada is very, very appropriate. Huh? Raj Guhya Yoga means the Guhya, the secrecy is topmost. Huh? So the knowledge which Krishna is going to give in this chapter, and no other chapter in Bhagavad Gita is named like this. Huh? So confidential knowledge, more confidential knowledge, and the most confidential knowledge. Because why this is most confidential knowledge? Because here Krishna will speak out his heart, how his heart is overflowing for his devotee. And we'll read those verses and you literally feel Krishna's heart there, Krishna's sweetness here. Huh? So Krishna is so sweet, he is so kind, he is so simple, he is so accessible. And Krishna is saying, Arjun, I love you so much, I'm going to tell you the most secret version of my heart. Please take it. Please take it. And anyone and everyone, it's not only for you and me and for Indians and this, anyone can take this knowledge and go back to Godhead right in this part. Just by reading this one chapter. I was reading the glories of this chapter. I'm not doing it in this class. Glories of this chapter is described, glories of whole Bhagavad Gita is described in Padma Puran in the section called Gita Mahatmya. So Lord Shiva is speaking with Parvati. I was reading that story, very nice story. How Lord Shiva is glorifying this chapter to Mother Parvati. And Lord Shiva is also saying, my dear Parvati, read this one chapter, chapter 9, chapter 9, chapter 9. So every chapter is important, but this is very beautiful chapter. This is the heart of Bhagavad Gita. And the verses you will see, it's like overflowing with love of Krishna towards his devotees. Huh? So let's come to this chapter. So the chapter is named as Raj Guhya Yoga, which means Guhya means secret, In Hindi, there's a word called gufa. Gufa is also means secret. Gufa, guhya. It's the same thing. So Krishna will go into the gufa. Gufa means one who is not very open. So guhya means confidential, and Raj Guhya means most confidential. I'll talk more about this word when I come to the 9.2. Okay, so this is the chapter. Now, what are the themes in this chapter, and what are the common themes between 7 and 9? Let's look at that. Okay, so this chapter has 4 sections. I'll just read one by one. I'll try to expand a little bit on each section. So first section, this is exactly same as 7th chapter. I'll do a comparison as we go together. So 7.1 to 3 was also about the glories of the knowledge which Krishna has given in the 7th chapter. This is also about hearing and the glories. And Krishna is talking about 2 things. What are the qualification and what you're going to get about it? And what are the disqualification? Who will not have faith in this knowledge, and what will be the result of that? So Krishna is going to talk about qualification as well as disqualification, which is very, very close to 7.1 to 7.3. Anyone remember 7.1? Even a part of it is fine. 7.1. Maya. अब बता देंगे आयुष Maya asakt bana partha
Maya asakt.
yogam yunjan madashraya. Maya asakt. What does it Krishna says? Maya asakt. You should get attached to me. So you should get attached to me. And how would you achieve that? What is the bottom line of that? Tat shrunu. Please hear. So hearing is very, very important. Here has been glorified in 7.1 and similarly in 9th chapter, section 1. Section 2 comes to Aishwarya Gyan of Krishna. So Krishna gives the sweet Madhurya Gyan, also gives the Aishwarya Gyan. Aishwarya Gyan means how's the Krishna's, now Aishwarya Gyan also can have multiple meanings, but here we are just taking the context of chapter 9, how Krishna relates himself with the material world. How material world relates with Krishna. Now anyone remembers a verse in chapter 7 which establishes Krishna's relationship with the material world? I can tell you the number, you will know the verse. 7.4. Sanjay Vyas Prabhu. You know that one. Bhumi. Ab bata de.
Bhumira Panalo
Kham mano buddhirevacha. So Krishna clearly says there's another prakriti, and this prakriti is made up of ashtadha and all those things. So similar thing Krishna will explain in this chapter as well. This is the section 2, 9.4 to 9.10. So Krishna pervades, creates, annihilates entire cosmos through his material energy. And although he is the supreme director, yet the material world nevertheless moves independently, and Krishna thus remains neutral and detached. So these are the 6-7 verses in section 2. Now section 3 is quite big. 9:11 to 9:25. Krishna is doing sort of comparison between fools and the divine. Anyone can tell? Sorry, I'm feeling an echo here. In chapter 7, what was the similar theme? Shashank Prabhu, do you remember? You can tell in a simple English. You don't have to. What were the similar themes when you're talking about fools and the divine? Tell something, a verse or a word.
Just try to go through my notes, bro.
No problem. That's okay. There's 2 famous verses. You can just tell me that, and that's good enough.
Devi Ashagun.
After that.
15.
Yeah.
Namam Dushkritino.
Dushkritino. You remember word Dushkritino? And what is the 7:16? Sukritino. Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana Sukritino Arjun. So 4 people who do not surrender to Krishna, 4 people who do surrender to Krishna. So here similar things are coming. Fools neglect bhakti. Obviously verses are different, but some common themes are there. Fools neglect bhakti. The divine people, the Sukritina, Mahatma, they do not. They actually approach Krishna. So we're talking about in this 9:11, 9:12 Duratmas. So fools and rascals, which we discussed in chapter 7, similar theme, 9:11, 9:12. Fools who think Krishna's form is ordinary are defeated in their endeavors. Then we're talking about Mahatma. Anyone remembers a verse in chapter 7 which uses the word Mahatma? Mira Mata? Come close to it and that's good enough. Okay, no worries. Who can tell?
Nam janma namante jnanavan nam prapadyante vasudevam sarvamiti sa mahatma
The
sudarlava.
Mahatmas, thank you for number
19.
19. 8.19? Acharya Prabhu?
7.
Thank you so much. So say the full thing. 719, huh? 719 is use the word Mahatma. In 9th chapter, we'll see it's 913, and you will come to 913. So Mahatmas are described 913. So 913 describes the internal nature of Mahatma, and 914 is the external. We'll talk about it. And then Krishna talks about the indirect worshippers. You remember in 7th chapter, Krishna talks about worshippers, one who surrenders not to Krishna but to others, which included 2 sections. Anyone remember 7th chapter? What are the 2 things whom people surrender other than Krishna? Who can say? Supriya Mata. So we talked about one who do not surrender, then we talked about one who surrender, then we talked about one who surrender but not to Krishna.
720.
कहाँ पर सस्ते रहते हैं ज्ञान
Prabhu, 720.
Section का नाम बताइए. What's the name of the section? Understand your words, Prabhu. Correct?
720.
No. What is the? You're right, Prabhu. What are we talking in 720? My question is just tell me the name. What are the 2 things which people surrender other than Krishna?
So, Prabhu,
Thank you.
those
Demigod
who-
worship. Thank you. 1 second. Impersonalism. Thank you. Very simple answer. So other than Krishna is demigod worship and both we're going to talk again in the 9th chapter. Indirect worshippers. So ekatvena, vishato mukham, and prathatvena. We'll talk about when we get there. Okay, so it's all clear. So very, very close to 7th chapter. And the last section, which is 26 to 34, this is the glories of devotion service to Krishna. This is the most beautiful section actually in the 9th chapter. All the sections are beautiful, but this is the most beautiful. Here you will get, anyone remembers 926? Everyone knows that verse. Don't say you don't know 926. Yes,
Patram.
Prabhu, come on. Yes, Prabhu will say.
Patram.
Ab to bata diya. So it starts from 926. Krishna's worship is so simple, so easy. Anyone can worship Krishna. And who knows 934? Quickly.
Mama Maya Duratya, I think that's the verse.
No, you're going to back to 7th chapter, Mama Duratya. Ek minute, Keshav Prabhu, what's the number, Mama Duratya? Tell me the number. अभी किसी ने बोला आचार्य ऋषभ प्रभु ने बोला आचार्य ऋषभ प्रभु नो नो डोंट टेल
715?
715 नहीं है 715 कौन सा है आचार्य ऋषभ प्रभु 715 टेल मी द वर्स क्विकली
बोला तो 14 है जो प्रभु जी
नो नो वो छोड़ो 715 क्या है नमाम दुष्कृतनो मूढ़ा 716 चतुर्वेदा भजन्ते मम 714 देवी एशाई गुणमयी so Keshav Prabhu that is 7th chapter 14
Yeah,
verse
I mean,
not that
I was thinking
934
Manmana Mad Bhakto. That's
Manmana
930. Manmana
Bhagavad
Mad
Bhakto
Bhakto.
thank you what is the parallel of 934 in Bhagavad Gita exactly same verse repeated in Bhagavad Gita huh
In Chaturshloki Bhagavad Gita.
no
1861.
Manmana yes Aish Prabhu
1861.
65
65.
1861 is Hirdeshu Arjun Tishrati. That is the verse which parallels with 1515. So 1861, Ishvara Sarvhutanam Hirdeshe Arjun Tishrati. So Prabhuji, that's the one for Krishna's residing in the hearts. 1515, 1861 is parallel. 934 parallels with 1865. First line, 3 lines of this verse are exactly same. Only last line is different. And you will come to it. So 934 and Aish Prabhu, 934 is the essence to the power. Jaldi.
4.
4. So 9th chapter is essence to the power 3.
4.
Bhakti Yoga is essence to the power 2. Bhagavad Gita is essence. That's how 934 is the heart of this chapter. Beautiful verse. Okay. So Krishna, okay, pure devotion service. I'm not going to read all that. So Krishna shows, this is also a nice section. Even if you make a mistake, Krishna will forgive you. He is so kind. Krishna's worship is very easy. Even if you make mistake, Krishna forgives you and he still hopes you'll become a Mahatma very, very soon. And finally, devotional service purifies every single person, no matter who you are, where you come from, what sinful activities you have performed in the past. Everyone has an equal opportunity to go back to Krishna. Okay, beautiful chapter. So this is one of the best chapters of Bhagavad Gita. So please stay tuned for this chapter. So let's start this chapter now. I wanted to put all the verses, but I just didn't have time. Okay, let's go back to our Veda base. We love Veda base. So now this chapter is a short chapter in the sense, how many verses this chapter has? Who can tell?
34.
34.
34.
34.
34.
8th chapter has how many verses?
28.
20.
7th chapter.
30.
Others should also tell. Sushant Prabhu, 6th chapter, how many verses? You know that one is easy.
Yes, bro. 6th chapter has
I just said it in the earlier conversation.
47, I
yeah,
think.
47.
47.
46.
Thank you.
Yogi Nama Pisarbesam.
Thank you. Now, who will say 5th chapter? Last verse. Iramata, 5th chapter. How many verses?
29.
The last verse, 529. Famous verse. आचार्य निष्ठा प्रभु अभी आपका नंबर आएगा हाँ अब सबको बताएं फर्स्ट वर्ड बोलने से आ जाता है सेकंड चैप्टर लास्ट वर्स सुलेखा माता हाउ मेनी वर्सेस नो फाइंड आउट
72 verses are there, but I don't know.
72 verses are Esha Brahmi Sthiti. So that is the last verse of okay, third chapter. Yes, Prabhu, how many verses?
43.
43. Thank you so much. सबने लगता खोल के रखा है. That's good. First chapter, Anand Krishna Prabhu, how many verses?
46.
किसी ने बोल दिया पहले उनको बोलने दो. Open, it's okay. 46 verses are there, huh? So now why I said this is a smaller chapter. Generally speaking, if you take an average, I'm just talking an average, there are 40 verses on an average in each chapter. So any below 40 is a sort of smaller chapter, above 40 is a bigger chapter. What are the two smallest chapter in Bhagavad Gita? Rajesh Prabhu, quickly. I gave the half the answer already, actually. Come on, say something. Guess. What is the smallest chapter in Bhagavad Gita?
Chapter 12.
15.
अरे कोई बोल रहा है 12 कोई बोल रहा है 15 what is the right
I
answer
think both
Garima
has
Mata, you
same.
help.
Both has 20 verses, I
Both
believe.
are 20 verses, so they are the smallest one or the second smallest?
Smallest.
Smallest one. Thank you. And what's the biggest one? Srinivas Prabhu, he knows that one. Biggest chapter in Bhagavad
Biggest
Gita.
number.
Ek second, just wait a second. Srinivas Prabhuji.
18.
Prabhu Hari Gopal Prabhu, just hang on. You already said it. Give opportunity to everyone. Otherwise, what happens? Same people keep repeating, others don't learn. So when I name it, please wait, others. That will be nice. Not that you don't know, but and if others don't know, that's okay. I also don't know, but they actually think about it. Now tell me,
Prabhu?
huh?
18 Prabhu.
Okay,
Chapter
now
18.
that answer was already given. Now tell me the last verse.
Yatra Yogeshwar Krishna.
Yatra Partho Dhanurdhara, Tatra
Yatra
Shri
Partho
Vijay
Dhanurdhara.
Dhruva Nite Matirmasa. Thank you so much. Everyone knows all the chapter. I'm very, very happy. You should remember that it's not a part of your exam syllabus, but it's good to know you're doing Bhakti Shastri. If you forget, just refer. It's okay. Okay, so this is not such a big chapter, but very, very beautiful chapter. So let's start from 9.1. Okay, who will read? Prem Bhakti Mataji?
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Idam tu te guhyatamam pravakshyami
Anusuyave.
Ansuyave.
Anusuya word is there, right? So
Anusuyave.
Anusuyave. जिसको सोया नहीं है सोया मीन्स मत्सरता एनवी अनुसूय नो सोया नो मत्सरता सो अनुसूयवे so this is u su so su anusuyave yes Mataji.
Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam Yajnanatva Mokshya
Gyatva, this is gyatva, simple jnana word, so if you read in Hindi yaj gyatva, simple yaj gyatva
Mokshya se subha.
So when this comes, mostly you will see there is a gap or a. So this is shubhat. There's a shubham prabhu here. So this word is ashubhat. Moksha se ashubhat. So this word denotes so moksha se. And if you break it, it becomes from shubhat to ashubhat. Anyway, yes, Mata, translation.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, My dear Arjuna, because you are never envious of me, I shall impart you this most confidential knowledge and realization, knowing which you shall be relieved of the miseries of material existence.
Thank you, Mataji. So now what Krishna is describing is the glories of the knowledge. Same thing which he has done in 7th chapter. So what is he saying? Shri Bhagavan Vacha. Now, the first verse is Shri Bhagavan Vacha, not Arjuna Vacha. No questions asked. Krishna is just continuing from 828 after explaining the glories of bhakti, is saying more about bhakti. Idam tu te guhyatamam. So guhyatamam word is used. So guhyatamam, as Shashank Prabhu was explaining earlier. So guhya, guhyatara, guhyatama. Anywhere you can use this suffix actually. Another example which comes in Bhagavatam, priya. So guhya priya. Tamam refers to what? No, tama word in itself has a meaning. What does tama mean? Tamo gun, tamaha, darkness.
Very much.
Astoma jyotirgamaya. So tama refers to darkness. When it says tamam, that means it is a superlative degree we are talking for the word which is used before tamam or tara. So this is guhya tamam, which makes guhya, confidence, as most confidential. So you can say that the title of this chapter comes from guhya tamam, either 9.1 or I'll show you 9.2 as well. So Raj Vidya Raj Guhyam, or you can say Raj Guhya Yoga, or from 9.2. So you can say either are contributing to the title of this chapter in Sanskrit as well as in English. So idam tute guhitamam. I'm going to explain you this knowledge which is guhitamam, very, very confidential. Prakshami. Prakshami refers to, what does Prakshami abravit refers to? Prema Bhakti Mata, do you know the meaning? Prakshami.
Prakshami means telling something.
Telling, that's it,
Telling.
simple. Abravit, what does that mean? Bolna.
Yeah.
Uvacha, bolna. They're all similar words. You can see the usage of different words throughout Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam as well. Pravakshami, I will tell you that. Anusuyave, what is your qualification? You are Anasuya. So Anasuya means, who is Anasuya? Anyone remembers who's Anasuya Devi? Anyone knows that? Who's Anasuya? Aish Prabhu. Anyone else? Okay. Atri Rishi ki dharm patni. She is Anusuya Devi. Anusuya Devi is the one which we read in Ramayana, at least in Mahabharata as well. So Anusuya Devi was meeting with Mother Sita, and she gave the jewelry to Mother Sita, and she gave Ashirvad blessings to Mother Sita, and that's the jewelry which Sugriv and all that got in the potli. So she's a very, very great lady. She's the wife of Atri Rishi, and her name means she has no matsarta, no envy. So Arjun has the same quality. Generally speaking, we all have envy. Maybe the degrees will vary, but we all have envy. Envy means, what does envy means? Anyone can explain? Kajal Mata, envy meaning?
Prabhuji, like being jealous, but like if someone has 5 rupees and I have 10 rupees, then I'll think, why does that person even have 5 rupees?
Yes. So it's a higher degree of jealousy. So jealousy is the beginning. Envy is like very, very cruel thing. Any examples you can remember, Mataji, in Shastra, in history, who was envious of someone?
Prabhuji, like Duryodhan, Hiranyakashipu.
He was angry. Duryodhan example is very good. He was envious of Pandavas. Envious of Pandavas. So if you have envy, why you cannot understand Krishna? Because in Krishna consciousness, what we are trying to understand, glories of Krishna. But if you are envious of Krishna, will you like to understand the glories of Krishna? No, because you want yourself to be glorified. Why you are glorifying Krishna throughout the scripture? Why not me? I heard in a lecture one time, Michael Jackson. I don't know much about Michael Jackson, but this glimpse I heard in a lecture, so it's very nice. So someone gave him Krishna book. So in the Krishna book, on the top, Aish Prabhu will know, he's a good book distributor. Radha Krishna picture is there. So there's Krishna, there's Srimati Radharani. So someone gave this book to Michael Jackson. So Michael Jackson, the first comment he made on Krishna book, this is by Michael Jackson. Instead of Krishna, it should be me here. Can you put me with Radharani? That was his comment. So Michael Jackson, okay, he said it, but we all are in the similar situation. Maybe the degree may not be so much. We all want to replace Krishna. Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj was saying, someone asked him in the class, why Krishna has so many girlfriends? Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj is speaking, I'm just repeating. So Maharaj responded, the problem is not why Krishna has 10 billion girlfriends or whatever. The problem is, why don't you even have one? So you are envious of Krishna because you don't even have one, and Krishna has 10 billion. So this is called envy. This is called envy. Huh? Why Krishna is enjoying? Why Krishna is enjoying in the middle of the night with so many girls and all those things? People have so many criticism about Krishna. They don't like Krishna to be glorified. The problem is no one is glorifying them. And why they are not getting glorified? They don't have any qualities. Huh? Otherwise, you see, Prabhupada is getting glorified. Ebe just Ghoshuk Tribhuvan. Not only in our temple, not only in this material, not only in the earth planet, Tribhuvan in 14 planetary systems. So this line is very Ebe just Ghoshuk Tribhuvan. Prabhupada glories are spread not only just in Sydney or just in India or Australia or America. Tribhuvan, all the 14 planetary system. And this is not just a poetic line. Actually, people know in other planetary system glories about Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. Some speaker was telling there was a meeting going on in Swargloka. Bhishma Pitama was sitting there, Yamraj was sitting there discussing on a topic, and they got confused. What would be the meaning of this? And he said, Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj walked there and he clarified that topic. So we should not just think Prabhupada glories are just in the earthly planets. Prabhupada glories, Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj glories, because they are eternal associate of Krishna. They are spread ebe jas ghoshuk tribhuvan. So the point which I'm trying to make, Anusuyava is a very, very important quality. Unless you have Anusuya with Krishna, you cannot understand Krishna. Who can tell me parallel of this word in Bhagavad Gita, which we have already read? Sanjay Vyas Prabhu. Parallel of this word, not verse. We have already read, it's a famous verse. I'll tell you one word and you will know the verse. Vaishnav is smiling. Good to see you, Vaishnav is smiling. Yes, Sanjay Vyas Prabhu. You know this verse. I am 100% sure. 4.3. Ayush Prabhu, go for it.
Sa evayam maya tedya
Yoga
yoga
prokta
prokta
puratana.
puratana
Third line.
bhaktosi me sakha cheti rasyame taduttamam.
So bhaktosi me sakha cheti. Why I'm explaining this knowledge which has been lost earlier? You are my bhakta and you are my sakha. So bhakta, one of the quality of bhakta is anusuyave. You're not competing with another devotee, your spiritual master or Krishna. You're cooperating with them. You're not competing with them. So anusuyave, Arjun, you have this quality of anusuya. The more anusuya we have in our heart, we can better understand Krishna. And this is the whole chapter in itself, but we should never have this quality of suya. Suya means having envy or jealousy towards other devotees. When they grow in Krishna consciousness, your heart should really become pleased. So wonderful this devotee is. He's doing so nice service. Your heart should be prafulla, happy. It says, a guru does not make disciples. Guru makes guru. Disciple anyone can make. Guru makes guru. Guru makes guru means guru will make you such a high quality Vaishnava. Prabhupada was coming downstairs in one of the countries other than India, and he was very happy. So someone asked, Prabhupada, why are you so happy today? It's just asking, curiosity. So Prabhupada made a pirugud. I heard in my Guru Maharaj lecture, he made a pirugud, and he said, my Guru Maharaj made me diamond. Prabhupada said, my Guru Maharaj made me diamond. So when you have certain, it's not Prabhupada being proud here. He's just happy. Prabhupada said, this movement is converting crows into swans. Sorry to say, we were all crows in the past. I'm still a crow. You're all swans. Prabhupada said, this movement is converting crows into swans. And what makes us crows? Anusuyave. We are envious. We are envious. So when we come to this movement, we should become happy. And especially when we see others. When others are growing in Krishna consciousness, we should become very, very happy. Vaishnava is always Par Vaishnava. I can see Vaishnava is peeping in our screen. So Vaishnava, what does Vaishnava one quality is? He is par dukhe dukhi and par sukhe sukhi. And what is our quality in general? Par dukhe sukhi and par sukhe dukhi. When others are sukhi, we become dukhi. Hare, why my neighbor is so happy? But Vaishnava quality is Anusuya, where Arjun has that quality. Jnanam Vijnanam Sahitam. Now, what does Jnana Vijnan mean? Who can say? We have read this word many, many times. Shobit Prabhuji, tell me one meaning at least. Jnana Vijnan.
I remember the knowledge
Thank you.
about,
Gyan means knowledge. Done. Thank you. Half of the question done. Second, Vigyan.
and Prabhu, knowledge about absolute truth would be Vigyan.
Yes, that knowledge can still be theoretical knowledge. Mira Mata, what does Vigyan mean? So Prabhu has given half answer. Can you please give me another half?
Vigyan, maybe you're realizing.
Thank you. Thank you. So Shobit Prabhu said Gyan is theoretical knowledge, Vigyan is realized knowledge. Many times sannyasis are also quoting the same verses. You can also quote the same verse. What's the difference? Generally speaking, we are quoting the theoretical knowledge. Sannyasis have realized, or advanced devotee, they have realized that knowledge. So they may be quoting same verses. They know Asminitha they have, but we are just repeating like a parrot. They have realized that verse. They are not the body, they are the soul. They are acting on that level. So Gyan Vigyan Saitam. Second meaning of Gyan Vigyan. Who can say? Supriya Mata. Second meaning. So one is theoretical knowledge and realized knowledge. No problem. Sridhar Srinivas Prabhuji. Second meaning.
Jnana. Jnana Vijnana. Is it Prabhu?
Yes. What does it mean?
Jnana means knowledge.
That's done. More. That's done. Second meaning. My question is second meaning of Gyan Vigyan. Anyone? Come on. Jaldi. Sanjay Vyas Prabhu.
Gyan, sorry.
Practice, Prabhu. Vijnana means that is in practice. Those who are
That's done.
whatever.
Yeah, that's done. More. I want more. That's done. Sanjay Vyas Prabhu.
Prabhuji, Aishwarya Gyan and Madhurya Gyan.
Thank you. Aishwarya Gyan means Gyan means Aishwarya Gyan. Mataji, can you give example from Bhagavad Gita?
Sorry, Prabhuji, what was the question?
What is the example given in Bhagavad Gita for the translation which you are doing? So this translation is done by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, which Mataji is saying, which we read in 7.2. What is the example, Mataji? That's my question. Sanjay Vyas Prabhu, can you fill in the gap? So anyone can fill in the gap? Mataji has said half of the answer. I need another half. She's right. This is by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur.
Vishnu is huge.
Vishnu is huge. Okay.
That's what's written in my.
Yes, Vishnu is huge. Definitely he is huge. Kesha Prabhu, please help.
It's like opulent Gyan Prabhu is Vishnu, whereas realized Gyan is Krishna. Something I've written.
Okay.
Sweet Gyan.
Sweetness of Krishna.
That is correct,
Gyan is
Mata.
Krishna.
That is correct. I need the example. You are right. So 7th and 8th chapter are Aishwarya Gyan. 9th chapter is Madhurya Gyan, which we are reading right now. So Gyan Vigyan. This is what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says. Third meaning, Kesha Prabhu.
Is that the realizing Krishna through devotion is Vijnana? Is that?
Okay, that's done. Realized knowledge. That's done. More. I need another meaning. Krishna Vallabha Mata, please help. 7th chapter, we read it. 7.2. I'm giving the hint as well. Open 7.2.
Phenomenal
Yes, Garima
knowledge
Mataji.
and
Numinous knowledge
numinous
and phenomenal. Phenomenal knowledge means?
It's appear in front of us and the source of it.
Exactly. Okay, so phenomenal knowledge and numinous. Phenomenal means what appears to our eyes, what we see, but that may not be truth. But numinous knowledge means what it actually is. It's related to spirit, related to Krishna. That's the whole Jnana section. So three meanings we read, right? So Gyan and Vigyan Saitam. So this knowledge, again, Krishna is using the word in the chapter. So third time in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is using the combination of Gyan, Vigyan. Gyan, Vigyan, Saitam. Yaj Gyatva, if you know that, what will be the result of knowing this knowledge? Again, another glory. Mokshase Ashubhat. What does Mokshase means? Mukthona. Getting liberated. You'll not have. What you will get liberated from? Ashubhat. What is Ashubha? Priti Mata. What is Ashubha?
Like bad luck or inauspicious.
Okay, yes, that's nice. Can you expand, Mata? Bad luck, inauspicious. Yes, I agree with you. Can you expand on that? Ashubha. Selan Prabhu. What does Ashubha mean? So Mataji has translated. Yes, that's nice. What is Ashubh in our life? If I have to ask you this.
Like,
what do you think is Ashubh? Okay, I lost $20 today. That's Ashubh?
maybe a kind of.
You could have
Okay.
you could have lost 100. We still have Sub maybe.
संसार के क्लेश प्रभु जी.
Thank you, Supriya Mata. Huh? So all this contamination in our heart, this is called Ashubh. Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mad, Matsar, which are keeping in the sansara, they are Ashubh. And Moksha se Ashubhat, what does that mean, Supriya Mata, then? Exactly opposite of that. So you will get rid of all the Ashubhas. So all the things which keep you in the material world, you will get rid of them by knowing this knowledge. Make sense? Is that making moksha se ashubhat? Huh? Also, ashubhat means whatever you have done in the past, you will also clean up. Krishna will write off the account. Which verse in Bhagavad Gita? Sanjay Vyas Prabhu. Krishna will write off your previous account. Jaldi se.
1866.
Thank you, Anand Krishna Prabhu. That is a write off the account. So Krishna will previously, whatever you have done, will write off the account. Also, you will not even have feeling to do any Shobha in the future. Huh? So previous account, maaf kar diya. That's okay, right? But it may happen that you have the feelings again. No, you'll moksha se ashubhat, all the feelings also. In future, whatever ashubh feelings we have by which we do ashubh things, inauspicious things, huh? You will get moksha of that. Okay, let's summarize this verse. So, idam tute guhitamam, this knowledge is guhitamam, the most confidential knowledge. I'm going to tell you, prakshami, why I'm going to tell you the quality of Arjuna is he is anusuyave, which means he does not have any envy towards anyone. This knowledge is comes with Gyan and Vigyan. It has some theory as well as realized knowledge. By knowing this, you will get realization. Yaj Gyatva, by knowing that, the result will be moksha se ashubhat. All the inauspicious things from your life, you will get rid of it. And Prabhupada writes here, you shall be relieved of the miseries of material existence. Huh? As Suprema Tadi explained. Okay, let's go to 9.2. It's a beautiful purport. Okay, go to 9.2. This is a beautiful verse. Meera Mata, would you like to read? This is one of the important verses as well.
Rajavidya Rajagoyam Pavitram
This is
Idam
Raj,
Uttamam.
Mataji. Raj. So if you see A, this is Raj.
Rajavidya Rajagoyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam Pratyak Savagamam Dharmayam Susukham Kartum Avyayam. This knowledge is the king of education, the most secret of all secrets. It is the purest knowledge, and because it gives direct perception of the self by realization, it is the perfection of religion. It is everlasting, and it is joyfully performed.
Thank you, Mataji. So now this is a very, 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 very important verse. Why I'm saying that? Because the components of this verse, when you read, it has so many, it has 7 components altogether. So Krishna is giving 7 components. We'll read one by one and we'll try to combine them together. So Raj Vidya. What does Raj Vidya will mean? So Raj may mean, Raj Vidya may have 2 meanings of it. Raja ki Vidya ka Raja. You understand? Is the king of knowledge of the king. Giraj Prabhu, is that okay? It's difficult. Huh? Raja Vidya, Raja ki Vidya, or it is Raja amongst the Vidyas. It's the king amongst all the knowledge.
Yes,
So,
king among
yeah, is it okay? This meanings, 2 meanings are fine. Very, very simple meanings. Huh? So, what does Raja Vidya? Sanjay Vyas Prabhu, question for you. Which is the parallel verse in Bhagavad Gita, which we have already read in the past about Raj Vidya or something which comes very, very close. You know that verse.
From chapter 4, the verse which after Ayush
Thank you.
Prabhu,
Not after Ayush Prabhu, it's before Ayush Prabhu. That is
before Ayush
4.3.
Prabhu.
Before 4.3. Which one is that? Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo viduhu. So this parampara knowledge is coming to what? Raj Rishis. Who's Raj Rishi? Prabhupada writes, saintly kings. Huh? So the kings were not like exploitative kings like today's kings. Raj Rishi. So this Vidya is for Rajas. This Vidya is for kings. Why this Vidya is for kings? Not for Shudra, not for others? Can anyone guess? Why Krishna is saying this is Raja ki Vidya? So what? I'm a Shudra. So this Vidya is not for me? Any guesses? Shobit Prabhu, any guess why Krishna is saying this? This vidya, this knowledge is for rajas, kings.
Because if kings follow it, everyone will follow it.
Exactly. So brahmanas give the knowledge, no doubt, but without knowledge getting distributed and implemented, it won't have a big transformational effect on the society. And who's going to implement the knowledge? Not the Brahmins, it's the king who's going to implement the knowledge. And why king will implement the knowledge? Because king is convinced about this knowledge. We hear about Narottam Das Thakur, who went to Assam or Sikkim, I forgot which state. So he just preached to the king, and the whole kingdom became Vaishnava kingdom. So this is how Prabhupada also said we should preach to the elite part of the society. Why? Because when they are convinced, then whole society or a major part of the society will get convinced. Or when the celebrity is doing something, I saw a video, if I'm not wrong, Virat Kohli, he became vegetarian. So I don't know how this video came. So he was trying to say the glories of vegetarianism. And that was a very nice video. So maybe many of the followers, because they like Virat Kohli, they'll also start following vegetarianism. Yeah? And that's very nice. So when this knowledge will go to the top quality people, what was his name? Beatles. What was the topmost Beatle which came in
George
touch?
Harrison.
George Harrison. Thank you, Ayush.
George
So
Harrison.
George Harrison, when he sang the songs about Krishna, the CD became number one, or the tape became number one. I can't remember how many, like 10 or 12 weeks, number one in the world, because he was singing. And when he is singing about Krishna, so much knowledge can be spread so quickly because people like him. And when they like him, they like what he sings or what he says. So much preaching can go on. This is why it's called Rajvidya, because the implementers are the kings. Now, another meaning can be this Vidya is the Raja of all the Vidyas. This knowledge is the king of all the knowledge. So Krishna says, why is that? In 10th chapter also Krishna will say, of all the Vidyas, I'm Adhyatma Vidya, spiritual knowledge. Why? You may have all the material knowledge, but material knowledge is not going to take you out of this material world. But if you have a spiritual knowledge, knowledge about Krishna, the process by which you can follow and get out of the material world, isn't it the topmost knowledge? Does it make sense? Because every other knowledge will still keep you in the material world. You may be a topmost scientist, topmost scholar, you may have, I don't know, 240 IQ. I don't know if that exists. You can have all the topmost, but what is the point of having all that if you are still in the material world? Prabhupada gave a simple example. If you are in a jail, you are studying the jail. You study everything in the jail except how to get the key of the jail. Huh? So if you are in the jail, the most important thing for you is how to get out of the jail. So this knowledge will take you out of the jail, Durga. So this is why it's called Rajavidya. Raj Goyam, we already discussed about it. This is very, very confidential. Why it's confidential? Not because anyone can open Veda base and read this. So that's not the point. The point is not many people understand it. Now, in general, how many people you will reckon have the knowledge about the soul in this material world? Sulekha Mataji. Just general. How many people in the material world? Roughly 8 billion people. Humans, I'm talking. Out of 8 billion, how many people know about the knowledge of self or Atma?
Very few.
Very few, right? So, if you give this knowledge to them, will they accept?
No.
Mostly no. So this is why this knowledge is already confidential. So the self-knowledge, the Atma Vidya or the knowledge of the soul is open, but is accepted by people? Mostly no, actually. So this become a confidential knowledge. Now within that confidential knowledge, the sambandha between soul and super soul, that is guhyatam knowledge. And then how to establish a sambandha in such a way that you can control Krishna. That is guhyatam knowledge, isn't it? So you can know about the soul. That's one step higher than the other people, right? You know about the soul, you believe about the soul. Then you know about the super soul. That is even higher. But then you know how to control the super soul. This is called Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prakshati. I get sold to those people. What is that verse in Gautam Taittiriya Upanishad which Advaitacharya said? Tulasi dalmatrena jalasya chulkenva vikranite svatmanam bhaktebhyo bhakta vassala. Aham bhakta paradino 9463. Krishna says to Durvasa Muni, Aham bhakta paradhino. I am completely under the control of my devotees. When Nanda Maharaj says, can you bring my shoes? You would have seen that picture, little Krishna bringing the Nanda Maharaj khana on his head. He's come when Mother Yashoda binds him with just a little rope. He cannot come out. Balram comes. He said, "Who has bound my brother? Who has bound my brother?" And people say, Mata Yashoda ne banda hai. Balram just becomes completely frozen there. Mama ne banda hai. I cannot do anything. Balram is the first expansion of Krishna. Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Cannot open one rope. Cannot open one rope. He can kill Putana. Putana's size is described in Shastra. She was 12 mile long. 12 mile, it's written actually. 12 mile. 18-kilometer long her body was. 6 days old baby can kill a 18-kilometer long demon, says, but he cannot open the rassi, rope of Mother Yashoda, because this is how Krishna is. So, self-gyan, atma-gyan, which is described in chapter 2 to 6, is called Guhya knowledge. 7, 8 is known as Guhyatar knowledge because they describe the knowledge about Krishna. But chapter 9 is called Guhyatam knowledge, Raj Vidya, Raj Guhyam, because this will describe not only knowledge about the Krishna, it also describes your sambandha, how you can increase, by which the loving bond between you and Krishna is fully reestablished. This is the beauty. This is why it's called Raj Guhyam. Although it's open, but it's very, very secret knowledge. Pavitram idam. This is the purest of the purest. This is not just pure knowledge. This is the purest. In Ishopanishad, we'll read, I can't remember the verse 5 or 6. One of those verses, this says, Krishna is completely pure. Completely pure. Like there's no impurity in Krishna. When people criticize Krishna, actually they don't understand who Krishna is and what is his relationship between his devotees. And they only, foolish people, criticize Krishna because they don't know about Krishna. Krishna is completely pure, and the knowledge Krishna is giving is pavitram, idam, uttam. This is the uttam knowledge. It's not just another knowledge. Uttam. Uttam also means beyond tama. Tama means darkness. Uttama means beyond darkness. This is supremely pure knowledge. Pratyakshavagamam. Pratyakshavagamam, Prabhupada writes, it is directly experienced. When you chant Hare Krishna, when you sit in a katha, when you sit in a bhajan, do you personally feel happiness, or someone has to tell you, Prabhuji, are you feeling happy? You sit in a nice kirtan. Do you feel transcended at least for that while? If you sit in a nice katha, there's so many kathakars, you literally feel Chaitanya Charan Prabhu comes, Gauranga Darshan Prabhu comes, Radha Govind Maharaj Katha comes, Ayush Prabhu is completely gone out of the world. He is not in the material world. Arey, Melbourne aa gaya. Arey, 8 hours chala gaya. You just go out. Go out. How many miseries you have? Who cares? While Katha is going on, Kirtan is going on, you're engaged in a seva, you're out actually. You're out. Sometimes your body may be tired, and that's understood, but still, Prabhu, it's so nice. Okay, Prabhu, I have to do my assignment. Prabhu, I'm not feeling like doing assignment. Sometimes you have to stop the lecture to be able to do the work. Sometimes happens with anyone. There are some devotees who cannot live without seeing Krishna. They have to come and see Krishna. So this is Pratyakshavagaman. No one has to tell. When you are very, very hungry, Acharya Nishta Prabhu, and suppose you take 4 chapatis, maybe 5 chapatis, he's a Punjabi boy. After 5 chapatis, does someone has to tell you, Prabhu, ho gaya? Or you yourself will say, Prabhu, bas, enough. No, Prabhu, one more. No, Prabhu, ho gaya, aaj ka kota ho gaya. From 5, you can go 6, 7, but can you go 16? Someone has to certify you from outside. When you are full, you are full. When you are hungry, you are hungry. No one has to tell you from outside. So when you perform bhakti, you yourself feel the joy. You feel the pleasure yourself. It cannot be certified from outside. Acharya Prabhu is happy now, I certify.
No, but true, Prabhuji, what you're saying.
Yeah,
Very
it is
true. It just comes.
Pratyakshavagaman. You feel, you are with Guru Maharaj, at least some moments, you feel that happiness. You feel out of misery. You feel out of this material world. You feel free from your anarthas. Maybe for momentarily. You feel it. You feel it. So pratyaksh means you experience it. So bhakti's pleasure is experienced by the performer, by the sadhaka right there. pratyakshavagamam dharmyam. This is the perfection of dharma. Now, there are many kinds of dharma. I'm not going that topic, but there are many kinds of dharma. You have Deha dharma, Swadharma, Bhagavad dharma, Paro dharma. But this is the supreme dharma. Supreme dharma. Prabhupada writes, this is the perfection of religion. If you're following all the dharmas, but not following the bhakti dharma, Shama eva hi kevalam. Isn't it, Keshav Prabhu? Shama eva hi kevalam. You performed all the dharmas, Parivar dharma, De dharma, Desh dharma. You performed very well, Manushya dharma. Very nice. But if you have not performed Paro dharma, Bhagavad dharma, Shama evi, at the end of the life, you don't achieve much. So this dharma, which is the bhakti dharma which we are talking, this is the perfection of all the dharmas. Susukham. While you're performing, this is not just giving sukha, it's giving susukha. I remember one example, Madhuri Mataji, she's not in this batch, she was in the previous batch. She was once serving Krishna in Janmashtami. She was at one of the food stalls, she was selling something. So one new Mataji came and she asked Madhuri Mataji, how much do you get paid by standing here? And she was new, and that's fine. So Madhuri Mataji said, I don't get paid to stand here, I paid to stand here. Like in Janmashtami, you pay some donation to Krishna, right? So she's saying, I'm not getting paid, I'm paying to stand here. And she was fully surprised. What do you mean? What do you mean? So when you go to temple, what do? You want to give something to Krishna. And not that we own anything. Krishna's money or Krishna's time, Krishna's energy, but we want to give something to Krishna. Why? Because this gives you supreme sukha. Otherwise, who will travel 80 kilometers just for 1 minute darshan? It gives that susukha, and without that, the devotee feel, my day is not complete today. One devotee travels to temple just to take darshan of Gopinath, just for 2 minutes, 1 minute, half minute sometime. I have to take darshan of Gopinath. I have to take darshan of Gopinath. Because this gives supreme perfect susukha. So when you serve Krishna, you feel the sukha. You serve your spiritual master, you serve devotees, you feel sukha. And not the sukha, it says susukha. It means supreme sukha, or also it's a type of sukha which is very deep. It's very deep. It's a spiritual sukha. Susukham kartum. When you are doing it, you experience susukha, you experience yourself. And the last one, seventh one, is avyayam. What does avyayam means, Keshav Prabhu?
खर्च ना होने वाला.
खर्च ना होने वाला. व्यय means जो खर्च हो जाता है. अव्यय means कभी ना खर्च होने. Everlasting. Prabhupada writes here, everlasting. So this is not something which you do gets deleted from your account. Radhesham Prabhu was saying in one of the classes, the bhakti is undeletable, undepletable account. Even if you do a small bhakti, it is undeletable. Even Krishna cannot delete that. If he offered a Vaishnava, Hamara Chota Vaishnava, he offered one flower to Krishna. That is the credit written in that children's account. He's only a little child, 4 or 5 year old. But when he offers a fruit to Krishna, or a water to Krishna, or a flower to Krishna, in his account, this is written permanently. This soul offered one flower to Krishna. Now he doesn't know about it. Mama will say, Papa will say, can you offer this to Krishna? He will go and offer it to Krishna. That is so nice. No other path will give this sort of benefit. Even unknowingly, you offer, you get the benefit. Prabhupada said, even a dog can be benefited. Prabhupada said that. Just by listening your Hare Krishna Mahamantra, even trees are getting benefited. So this is called avyaya. This is why we go on Harinam. We go out for the souls who do not come to temple. This Harinam is so important. It purifies us, purifies the environment, it purifies every single jiva who listens to that holy name of Krishna. Okay, what are the 7 aspects? Raj Vidya, someone can count. Number 1, what does Raj Vidya mean? Sab log bolenge. Yes, Prabhuji, Raj Vidya, quickly. Hare Krishna, yes, Prabhu. Sorry. What does Raj Vidya mean? Quick one.
राजा की विद्या.
Wait. आपका नंबर आएगा अभी. Okay, please be ready to unmute yourself quickly, otherwise we take a lot of time. No, yes, Prabhu, tell me the meaning. I want to hear from you.
Prabhu, the king of knowledge.
Or?
The other one is, which is not correct, that not, जिसका उल्टा meaning मतलब.
No, 2 meanings I explained. I tried to explain. What is the second meaning?
Second meaning, the sarcastic one you explained that.
No sarcastic, real one.
Knowledge of the king.
Knowledge of a king.
Yeah. So it's not sarcasm, it's reading. So is the king of knowledge or the knowledge of kings? Thank you, Prabhuji. Raj Goyam, Rajesh Prabhu.
Not understand by anything. Anyone? Sorry, Prabhu.
Yes,
It's
can
very
you?
secret.
It's a top secret.
Top secret.
Raj Goyam, top secret. Why? Anand Krishna Prabhu, can you expand on that? So we talked about 3 levels.
This the tops. This is most elevated level of
Yes. Why?
English.
Because on the normal level, people don't have any Atma Gyan. They just think they are the body. Second level, you are talking about Atma Gyan. Atma Gyan described in Bhagavad Gita from say 2 to 6, chapter 2 to 6 I'm talking. 7 to 8, talking about Paramatma Gyan, Bhagwan ka Gyan. And that's nice. Knowledge of the Absolute. That's the chapter 7's name. Now we are talking the Sambandha and how to revive that Sambandha in the most loving way. That's why this is called Rajavidya. Thank you, Prabhuji. Pavitram Idam Uttamam. Giriraj Prabhuji.
Purest of all.
Why is the purest, Prabhu?
Because the knowledge which Krishna is telling, it's eternal. It stays forever with you. And little bit of bhakti will take you, like as you explained that Krishna bhakti. So because it purifies all your material contamination.
It purifies everything. And another thing is, it is coming from the purest source. Because Krishna is purest. So whatever he gives is also purest. Thank you. Kalindi Mataji, Pratyakshavagam. You can remember the example of hunger here. When you are full, you are full. No one has to certify you from outside. Directly experienced. This is directly experienced. Not only books are saying definitely, but you also experience. Now we don't experience all the time. This is another chapter, because we don't perform bhakti constantly. But when we perform bhakti without any ulterior motive, as Radhanath Maharaj says, we should have no. When you perform from that mood, I just want to serve devotees. Sanjay Vyas Prabhu recently he organized a retreat, Japa retreat, and some of you were attending that as well. But he organized as a service to devotees, and he stayed behind the scene. He did all end-to-end work, but he stayed behind the scene. That was very nice, huh? He invited some senior Vaishnavas. Harigopal Prabhuji was there, Viraj Krishna Prabhu was there, Ghanshyam Govind Prabhu was there. But he facilitated the whole thing end to end. He worked like months and months and months behind it. My speakers also worked months and months behind it, but he facilitated, just one example, and many devotees do that. So when you have no ulterior motive except to serve, you feel the pleasure. You feel the pleasure. This is called Pratyakshavagam. And that's why devotees do so many things. Prabhupada gave so many sacrifices because he wanted to do something for Krishna. Pratyakshavagam. Okay. Dharmyam, Sulekha Mataji.
Dharmyam is the principle of religion.
This is the perfection of religion.
Perfection.
Principle is correct, yes. But this one, what we are going to talk here, it is the perfection. There can be many, many dharmas, but this dharma is the perfection of religion because there's nothing beyond it. Okay, Priti Mataji, Susukham Kartum. Susukham Kartum. Okay, Salan Prabhu, you say. You are transmitting the message, you can say directly.
No, bro, I'm not translating. My laptop wasn't working, so I was.
That's okay. You can say. That's fine.
Susukham Kartum.
What does this mean?
It means everlasting and joy.
No everlasting.
Susukham means joyful.
Yes, simple. Sukha. And it is susukha. Kartum mane. When you do it, you feel susukha in it. Huh? When you render some service to Krishna, you feel sukha right there. Okay. Last one. Shobhit Prabhu. Avyay.
Avyam is like, something which cannot be spent. Kharchna hone wala, everlasting.
Yes.
And you gave an example of a bhakti credit of a king. Like even if a kid gives something to the Krishna, that bhakti credit is never lost, and no other path can have such benefit.
Yes, it's never lost and it can never be deleted. Huh? No one can like, Aj Krishna became angry with you. I'll delete his account. He can't delete. Even Krishna doesn't have power to. No, Krishna will never get angry, but I'm just hypothetically saying Krishna doesn't have power to delete your bhakti account. Karma account he can, and he will, hopefully. But bhakti account, he loves it. He loves it. Okay. So how many components are there, Sushant Prabhu? Can you please say in Sanskrit? Number 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Number 1.
Rajvidya, Rajguhyam.
No. Tell the numbers as well.
1, 2,
No,
3.
tell number
Rajvidya
2 is
1.
what? Like Nama Aparad we read in the morning. Number 1.
Number 1, Rajvidya. Number
Thank
2,
you.
Rajguhyam.
Thank you.
Number 3, Pavitram Idam Uttamam.
Thank you.
Number 4, Pratyakshavagamam.
Thank you.
Number 5, Dharmyam. Number 6, Susukham.
सुसुखम करतुम
Kartum.
करते हैं
And
सुख के साथ. Yeah.
number 7 is Avyam.
Hari,
Avyayam.
go. So Sushant Prabhu knows this verse completely. So if you get stuck, go to Sushant Prabhu. Okay, Hare Krishna. Go to 9.3. This is the last. See, Prabhupada purport is so nice. I was reading it, but I just don't have time. It's just very big beauty. Please read these purports. They are really, really good. Just we can't read all the purports. Sometimes I try to read few points. 9.3. Who would like to do? Who hasn't read today at all? किसने आज नहीं पढ़ा? Please. Lakshmi Mata, would you like to read 9.3?
Yeah, Prabhu. Ashraddha
Ashraddhanaha. So Shraddha se Ashraddhana. One who has no Shraddha. So Dhana, if you read in Hindi or English, Dhanaha. Ashraddhanaha.
Ashraddhanaha Purusha Dharmasyasya Purantapa Parantapa Aprapya Mam Nivartante Mrityu Samsara Vartamani.
Yes.
Those who are not faithful in this devotional service cannot attain me, O conqueror. O conqueror of enemies, therefore they return to the path of birth and death in this material world.
Thank you, Mataji. So 9.1 says, Moksha se Ashubha. You will get rid of all the Ashubha from your life. But if you don't have Shraddha in this knowledge, so this is the first section, we are reading the glories of the knowledge. But if you don't have Shraddha in this knowledge, what will happen to those people? That's described in 9.3. Ashraddhana. So Shraddha means to have faith. Ashraddhana, one who does not have faith in this knowledge. ये क्या करेगी? Bhagavad Gita क्या करेगी? What is Bhagavad Gita going to do? You are just chanting Hare Krishna. You just going to temple. Okay. Ashraddha, if you don't have Shraddha, Purusha, the person that doesn't have that Shraddha, Dharma sase, in this Dharma, Bhagavad Dharma, he doesn't have Dharma. Parantapa refers to Arjuna. Prabhupada writes Parantapa meaning, O killer of enemies. So, hey Arjun, if a person does not have Shraddha in this Dharma, in this knowledge, in this glorification which I am giving to you, what will happen? Two things will happen to that person. Two things are, line number 3, Aprapyamam. That's number 1. Sushant Prabhu. Number 1, what is the disbenefit of not understanding this knowledge, not having faith in this knowledge? Aprapyamam. What does this mean? Mam, me, Krishna. Aprapya. You will not come to me. You'll not come to me. You'll not get me. So Krishna is saying, you'll not get me. So someone say, okay, I'll not get you, but I'll still be happy. He said, no, you cannot be happy because nivartante mrityu sansar vartmani. You will be coming again and again in this mrityu sansar. You cannot be happy unless you get me. Huh? So there's only one place where you can be happy, with Krishna. With Krishna. If you're not with Krishna, you cannot be happy. So, two disbenefits of not having faith in this knowledge, or the people who are faithless, are number 1, aprapema, you will not get me. Second, mrityu sansara vartmani, you will keep coming back in this sansar sagar again and again and again. So, Krishna is explaining the positive part as well as the negative part. Krishna is not forcing you, he's just giving you options. If you have positive part, if you are anusuyave, if you have no enviousness with Krishna, if you receive the knowledge with Shraddha, moksha se ashubhat, all the miseries of the material existence will go away. But if you don't have Shraddha, you will not go back to Krishna. Aprapyamam nivartante. Rather, you will come back in this Mrityu Sansara Vartmani. Now, Prabhupada describes, I don't have much time here, 3 types of faith. So we all know about Kanishtadhikari, Madhyamadhikari, and Uttamadhikari. Kanishta means having very weak faith. Madhyamadhikari means having good faith. His faith cannot be changed, but he cannot always defeat the other party. Uttamadhikari is considered the topmost. He has full faith. Not only he has faith, he can generate faith in others. Now, there's quite a vast definitions. We'll read more about them in NOI. But for now, I think this is enough. Also, Prabhupada giving this beautiful verse here from Bhagavatam, Yatha taror mul nisheshan. And if you water the root of the tree, all the leaves of the tree is satisfied. But if you don't do that, if you individually water the leaves, the tree will not be satisfied. So similarly, if you worship Krishna, everyone will be satisfied, including Yayatma Suprasidati 1 to 6. Shashank Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, is there any significance in this verse of Krishna saying, calling Arjuna as Parantapa?
Yeah, so many times, thank you, Prabhu, just a nice question. There are different addresses of Krishna and Arjuna throughout the Bhagavad Gita. I can't remember the number. I knew number in the past. So there are n number of epithets used, I think 40 epithets or something like that used for Krishna, and around 15 for Arjuna. And each one will have a different meaning at different times. For example, Madhusudana. So what does Madhusudan mean, Shashank Prabhu?
Killer of the demon.
Yes.
Mother.
So when Arjuna is using the word Madhusudan for Krishna, what does that mean?
You killed the demon inside of my heart.
So yeah, demon of doubt. So I have a demon of doubt, which is as big as Madhu, like quite a big doubt I have. So Krishna, you are able to kill. So what Madhusudan? So on the similar lines, Prabhu is asking, what is the significance of using the word Parantapa? So Parantapa, as Prabhupada writes, O killer of the enemies. So when we're talking O killer of enemies, generally speaking, we translate it, you are able to kill your physical enemy. A person in front of you are able to kill. But are you able to kill the enemy residing in your heart? Sushant Prabhu, any enemy you have in your heart? No, you don't have any enemies. You only have friends. But we all have, I have at least. What are the enemies we have? What are the enemies? Anyone knows any enemy? You all don't have any enemies. So I'll say I have a lot of enemies. Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mad, Matsar. So Krishna is saying to Arjuna, Arjun, you should not only become Parantapa for the outside world, you should also become Parantapa for the inside world. That means all the Ashraddha, if you have any. Now Arjun represents the conditioned soul. Arjun himself is a pure associate of Lord. So if you have any Ashraddha in your heart, you should drive that Ashraddha away from your heart, because the results are not so good. So from that perspective, Parantapa word is used. Drive away all the enemies sitting in your heart, in mind. Is that okay, Prabhu?
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to 9.4. Now 9.4, we are starting with the second section of this chapter, which is, anyone remembers the second section of this chapter, Keshav Prabhu? Krishna's relation with the material world. So Krishna will define its relationship. This also known as Aishwarya Gyan of Krishna. So if you remember in the PPT I put, this is called Aishwarya Gyan. Aishwarya Gyan means how big Krishna is, how powerful Krishna is, and he is supremely powerful. Okay, 9.4. Keshav Prabhu, you want to read?
No problem. Just bringing this to a big screen. Yeah. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadyaktamurtina matsthani sarvabhutani nachaham teso astitah. Translation: by me, in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me and I am not in them.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So 9.4. Maya tatam idam. So tatam means pervading. So Krishna pervades. Maya means Krishna is saying, I am pervaded. Idam sarvam jagat. in all this Jagat, he's talking about the material world here, I am pervaded through what? Avyakta Murtina, through my unmanifested form. Why Krishna is saying unmanifested form? Can you see Krishna everywhere with your mundane eyes? I'm just saying, some of you can see Krishna everywhere. In general, you can't see Krishna, huh? But because he is pervaded himself in his unmanifested form, which is Brahman. So it says Krishna is pervaded in this material world in his Brahman form, because everything is a reflection of that Brahman. Now, Brahman can also means Krishna's energy. So Krishna is pervading himself in this material world through his energy. Which energy pervades himself, Krishna, in this material world? Bahiranga Shakti, external energy of Krishna, which is also known as Maya Shakti. So through that energy, Krishna is pervading himself. Any parallel of this verse in Bhagavad Gita which we have read earlier? Harigopal Prabhu. Similar things have been told in the previous verse. Anyone else? Kesha Prabhu, Ayush Prabhu, Sanjay
Like
Vyas?
about Avyakta, bro. Is that
Not Avyakta, the principle of this line, that I am pervading myself everywhere and without, I'm the foundation of everything.
Aham
Which,
Kritsnaya
Yattaha
Jagannath?
parataram nanyat
thank
kinchit
you,
asti dhananjaya.
thank you. Number 7.7. The second line is important. Harigopal Prabhu, thank you so much. So, Matta Partaram Nanat Kinchidus Dhananjaya, Mai Sutre Manigada
Sir,
Iva. So, I am the Adhar, I'm the foundation, I'm that thread on which the whole material world. If you take the thread out, your country will not survive. Huh? All these beats will come out. So, Krishna is that Adhar. So, Krishna is pervading everything. So, Krishna's two aspects in 7.7 we understood. Ayush Prabhu, you remember what are the two aspects of Krishna which we understood in 7.7?
That there is nothing superior to him, and
Okay, that
he
is the transcendental aspect, and Sutre Maniganaiva is the
that
immanence aspect. Immanence means I pervade here, so I'm not just sitting in the Swargloka as some other religion depicts God is sitting somewhere out. No, Krishna is sitting out, no doubt in that, but I'm also in the Jagat. I am with everything. So that is the immanence aspect of Krishna, which we read in 7.7. So Jagat Avyakt Murtina Mat Sthani means mere sthan mein ya mujh mein, in me. Sarvabhutani, all the bhutas, all the jivas, they live in me. All beings are me, Prabhupada writes. Nacha aham teshva, but I am not situated in them. Is that line make sense? All the jivas are situated in me, but I am not situated in them. How can you prove that? Who will prove that? We have read it in the past. So all the jivas are in me. Which aspect of which Purusha avatar? Now you'll know the answer. Which Purusha avatar we are talking? All the jivas are situated in Mahavishnu. We are all situated within Mahavishnu, isn't it? We come out of Mahavishnu, we go back in Mahavishnu. Nachaham tesha, but I am not situated in them. Which aspect of Krishna we are talking here? It's all Krishna, but different aspects of Krishna. Like we also have sometimes, Dwarka Krishna is separate than Shyam Sundar Krishna, which is Vrindavan Krishna. Vasudev Krishna is separate. Mathura Krishna is separate. Huh? So it is all Krishna, but Krishna's different manifestations perform different actions. So there are different manifestations of Krishna we are talking. So all the jivas are situated in me, Mahavishnu. I am not situated. This is Krishna sitting in Golok Vrindavan. Krishna sitting in Golok Vrindavan. What goes on in Sydney, Keshav Prabhu, in India? Some curfew goes on, some flood goes on. Krishna is enjoying his pastimes in Golok Vrindavan. He's not concerned, right? In one way. Huh? In one way, he's not concerned. Another way, he is concerned. He is situated in your heart as well. He is looking after all the karmic reactions. Huh? So, all the jivas, all beings are in me, but I am not in them. So it's talking about different aspects of Krishna. We'll just read one more verse and then we'll stop. Sort of related with each other. Who wants to read the last verse? Anyone? Come on. Nimai, you want to read? Come on, you can read. You're an intelligent boy. Okay, Nimai's mother going to read?
Want to read? Yeah, sure.
You can read. It's simple.
Wait. No more sorry. Nakamad
Nacha.
Nacha Matstani Bhutani Pashme Yogam Ishwaram Bhuta Bran
Na cha bhutisto mamatma bhuta bhavanaha.
Thank you, Nimai. Very good on you. Just read on the spot, little boy. Thank you, Nimai. Maybe mom or dad can read the meaning, or even Nimai if he's comfortable.
Nimai, you can read the trans-
You're comfortable reading, you can read.
And yet everything that is created does not rest in me. Behold my mystic opulence. Although I am the maintainer of all living entities, and although I am everywhere, I am not a part of this cosmic manifestation. For myself is the very source of creation.
Thank you so much,
Hare
Nimai.
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Very nice of you. Nach amatisthani bhutani. Let me open 9.4. Yeah. Why it's not opening? Anyway. Okay, let's read 9.4 and 9.5 together. So 9.4, what it says, Mat isthani sarvbhutani. The third line in 9.4 says, Mat isthani sarvbhutani. What does it mean? Who can say? Mat isthani sarvbhutani.
All beings are situated in me.
Thank you. So all beings are situated in me. Now what is saying? Nacha matisthani bhutani. Immediately after that, Krishna is putting an exact opposite statement. Sometimes, when we are giving a class or something, we'll say a line, they say, oh, no, I didn't mean that. It's a slip of a tongue. Is a slip of tongue for Krishna? Krishna cannot make mistake. That's the definition of God. So one verse, just a verse before, not like verse 30 verses before, he says, Matisthani sarvbhutani. And here he's saying, Nacha matisthani bhutani. They do not sit in me. What does it mean? So sometimes in the scriptures we see there are apparent contradictory statements given. But those apparent contradictory statements does not mean the scriptures are contradicting with each other. What it means that there is a deeper truth which can be reconciled by these two statements. This is called the law of postulation. Law of postulation means those two statements which seems to be apparently contradictory, actually they're not contradictory. They are going to define something deeper in that. So similarly, we have to understand these two lines here as well. So one line Krishna says, Matisthani sarvbhutani, and second line he says, Nacha matisthani bhutani. So they are not a contradiction. Example is given in Shastra, I heard in a class, very nice. So there's one person called, say, Devadatta. Devdatta does not eat in the day. Devdatta is getting fat. So if Devdatta is not eating, how does he getting fat? Giriraj Prabhu. Devdatta does not eat. In the day, he does not eat.
But he eats in the night.
He eats in the night. Prabhu knows. Prabhu knows the secret. There are any night eaters here? The brahmachari don't eat after 7 p.m. or something. Raj Prabhu, myself. Anyway, so Devdatta eats in the night. So we cannot say the line 1 or line 2 is incorrect. No, he does not eat during the day, but he eats during the night. And that's how he's getting fat. So Krishna, when he's saying Nacha matisthani bhutani, he does not contradict himself. He is just saying, Pashme yogam ashram, look at my Aishwarya. And Prabhupada writes, behold my mystic opulence. This is how Krishna is. So Krishna's statements does not contradict. Actually, they prove him more as God. Because we cannot do these contradictory things. But Krishna or God can do these contradictory things. In one statement, he says, all beings are in me. Another statement, he says, beings are not in me. Keshav Prabhu, which two aspects Krishna is talking in line 1 and line 2? Line 1 is Matisthani Sarvbhutani. Second line says, Nacha Matisthani Bhutani. Which aspect of Krishna we are talking?
The first one
Mahavishnu.
is Mahavishnu, yes.
And second, Krishna
That,
himself.
yes.
Krishna himself is there. And he's saying, Nacha matisthani bhutani. I have nothing to do with the material world in one sense. Although he has created the whole framework, Krishna directly does not interfere into this material world. Does this make sense? So it's Krishna's different manifestations are there. Both lines are true. And this is glorifying Krishna rather than contradicting Krishna. And then Krishna says, Bhuta Bhran. Bhran means palan karne wala. He is the sustainer or maintainer, Bhuta, of all the jivas. So we are not maintaining ourselves. Krishna is maintaining Bhuta Bhran. Nacha Bhutasto. But I do not sit in them. Now sit in them is Mam Atma Bhut Bhavanaha. Bhut Bhavana Prabhupada writes, I am the source of all the jivas. So I maintain all the jivas, but Nacha Bhutasto, but I do not sit with them. Sit with them means I do not get attached. If you look after someone, do you get attached to that person? Yes or no? A mother looking after a Giratra, you don't. If you look after someone, you do get attached, isn't it? You're providing all the facilities to that jiva. Suppose your
Yes,
son
but
or
I misheard it. So
okay, no problem. So when we help someone, we do get attached. At least in the sense, याद है मैंने आपके लिए कितना किया है भूल गए you forgot what I did for you, huh? Because anytime you do something for someone, you get attached to it. But Krishna doing so much for us. Krishna ever comes in front of Kesha Prabhu, मेरा बिजली का बिल दीजिए जरा सूर्य देव my बिजली का बिल, वरुण देव my water का बिल, पवन देव my हवा का बिल. Does Krishna come in front of you and then demands all these bills? AGL will come and demand his bill. Water, Sydney Water will come and demand his bills. Krishna will never demand his bills because Krishna is not attached. He says, Jiva, khao, piyo, ash karo. You all eat and marry. You worship me, very good. You don't worship me, Krishna doesn't care. But we get attached. Krishna doesn't get attached. So Bhuta Pran, although he is a maintainer of everyone, but Prabhupada said, Nacha Bhutasto, I'm not part of this cosmic manifestation. I got nothing to do with it. And Mamatma, myself, Bhuta Bhavna, I'm the source of all the living. I'm the source, I'm the maintainer. I do not get attached to them. Okay, let's stop here. So I just try to